Marv assembly complete.
Hey, what's up guys, Massive here, come back to do another video commentary, and because that last game on Stusa was just so epic, I figured it would be a good idea to go and cast some more games on this map, and also it's going to be 1.01 again. Furthermore, it's also going to be a game from the Hall of Fame. Soon going to exhaust those games, but yeah, I want to get those replays casted because so far they've been turning out to be pretty good. I've been quite entertained by them thus far, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into this game, shall we? And up here in the top right hand side we have d.Dackel playing as the yellow black hand, I do believe. If I recall correctly, it was black hand. Actually, let me just open this real quick. Yeah, it's going to be Nod, because players picked their factions back then, so there's no risk to spoiling the outcome of the game by opening the player status screen, as both factions will be revealed. Anyway, down here we have Unleashed playing as vanilla Scrin. So it's going to be Scrin versus Nod on 1.01. Already casted a game between Dynamic and d.Dackel, which involved Dynamic spamming like thousands of corruptors and going hexapod on arena, and his corruptors were pretty much healing that hexapod up continuously. The hex would be immune to so much damage. It was pretty crazy. Anyway, this engineer, can it capture this spike? d.Dackel, oh, just in the nick of time. You really want to accompany your engineers with some scouts, knowing that you're up against Scrin. And d.Dackel definitely knew that he was up against Scrin. It's unusual how he didn't draft a turret or something to go along with that there, but yeah, looks like Unleashed has garrisoned this building up here. He's going to see d.Dackel's refinery, or just about, but yeah, Unleashed is going to scout this base here. He's going to see that there is no rush coming unless there's a flame rush coming. This is 1.01. Rushes are a little more lethal than we know today because the harvesters are slightly more expensive. It's harder to recover, and speak of the devil, is going to be a flame rush of sorts, the typical flame rush that you would expect to see nowadays. I don't think Unleashed has saw that. And Unleashed, what's he doing? He's going for 3 Seekers down the guts. I guess because d.Dackel is not, he's not going to have a quick answer in the form of Cabals to draft to deal with these Seekers. But yeah, Unleashed coming in here with the Seekers. It's a really unusual rush. I guess it would still work somewhat today. And a stasis shield, really? But he only stasis the Scorpion tank though. I don't think that's worth it. He should have just gone for the War Factory. But he actually gets the War Factory as well, which is kind of nice. And the Harvesters, one of them does get taken out straight away, but d.Dackel is going to move this out of the way. However, it's getting revealed by the Seekers, and this stasis shield really damaging him here. I don't think he's going to get this Harvester though, if d.Dackel's micro is on point. But yeah. Unleashed, meanwhile, it's going to be hard for him to recover from this because of those more expensive harvesters. Not sure if the damage was done for Unleashed unless he kills this harvester here. It's looking ever so likely that he will. Yeah, it will go down, and d.Dackel going to lose 2 harvesters in that fight. So yeah, not a great start to this game for d.Dackel. He's going to be behind on the back foot. 2 harvesters going down straight away for him, and another one pops out for d.Dackel. I wonder what the purpose of that operation center was. Maybe Unleashed was thinking of going for a flame tank rush. I mean, it is a good map for flame tanks because of the rush distance. Flame tanks and Reckoners are going to be your opponent's base in no time. Scrin are also especially weak versus because of the lack of fences and sonic repulsion fields. So yeah, Scrin have to be very on the lookout for those flame tanks. They have to scout the corners of their base to ensure that there's nothing of the sort coming. Anyway, speaking of scouts, Unleashed has a buzzer down here, which is good. You should always put buzzers into those garrisonable structures on Stusa. We'll see he's out in the field for Unleashed. He's not yet going for more economy. I mean, I reckon he could have just ecoed up a little more because he wasn't really under immediate threat from d.Dackel, but maybe d.Dackel threw him off guard because he had kept his tier 2 around. So maybe a little bit of mind games here. Unleashed probably was expecting flame tanks to be coming out. Or potentially an all-in, as d.Dackel was one of those guys back in the day who was inclined to sell his MCV and go all-in. But yeah, d.Dackel's a GDI player, but yeah, this game right now, we're going to bring out the Hellbars just to see the micro bow players. Unleashed, he's going to be losing these Seekers, but yeah, Scorpion tanks, they're not going to die, especially with the repair from the War Factory. d.Dackel has recovered right now. Unleashed, same can't be said for him. He's not really got his second Harvester out yet, so how is Unleashed going to do it at this point. I mean, there's 2 descents here. d.Dackel, his micro is definitely good enough to not lose those harvesters, and to even see those descents show up out of nowhere. If I were d.Dackel, I'd probably just crush that the disintegrators here. He could probably dock this harvester as well. They're both doing nothing. I'm not sure why he's keeping this tier 2 around. I think he's maybe unaware that he has it there. It just seems odd to me. Unleashed, he's on low power. He's got only 1 power plant. It's taken him forever to recover in this game. And yeah, d.Dackel was just trying for the life of him to deal with this. The Scorpion tanks, where are they? Did he get them both destroyed by the descents? I think he did, yeah, so that's unfortunate for him. Seeker here, only 1 for Unleashed. Unleashed does have double refinery. d.Dackel, meanwhile, is this going to be his second ref? No, he's going straight for a tier 3, really? What kind of build is this? Is he going for like a stealth tank or something? It's kind of weird, but yeah, Unleashed, he's spamming out those Seekers at the moment, which is the perfect counter, but he doesn't have any upgrades for his Seekers, which is the attenuated force fields and shard launchers. d.Dackel, he only needs to ensure that this harvester is out of the heavy damage mode, and then it will move at top speed again. And there we go, stealth tanks. So what a weird game this is. Stealth tanks coming out. Unleashed pretty much at this point just needs to go for his attenuated force fields and double war factory Seekers. But we'll see how this goes for d.Dackel. He's got 1 stealth tank out right now. And he's also decided to sell his tier 3 as well, so he's all in on this strategy. He's going for Tib Core as well. Unleashed, has he got eyes on his opponent's base? He can see the engineer, he knows the all-in's coming. And d.Dackel's micro has to be pretty insane here. He's going to have to micro his heart out here if he's going to really win this game, because Unleashed, he has that war factory, he has the tier 2 as well. And here comes the stealth tanks. Unleashed, he only has 1 dev tank here. I think that's going to get taken out straight away. Tib Core almost done as well for d.Dackel. Portal coming down for disintegrators, and he has to watch those dev arrow tanks because they do a lot of damage with the charge. Unlike in Tiberian Wars, dev tanks and Kane's Wrath can move and shoot. Not sure if they changed that in the 1.0 version of Kane's Wrath, or if that was later introduced in 1.01, but yeah, dev tanks definitely a better unit, especially on this map. In Kane's Wrath, they're very, very powerful. But yeah, Tib Core done now for d.Dackel, but one thing has to be said, is, oh god, that was painful. He's going to take out this harvester here, and oh my god, he's just about to escape with that stealth tank actually. And this is a problem for d.Dackel right now, because how's he going to deal with dev tanks and disintegrators? He does only have 1 harvester Unleashed at the moment, so I guess d.Dackel is somewhat ahead in that regard. Shock Trooper, no, I thought that was a Shock Trooper, instead it's going to be that. Disintegrators, he needs something to really counter this right now. d.Dackel, he's moving in here with the stealth tanks. Those beams, they're super powerful. They're going to be annihilating those stealth tanks. And is this just EMP cores that d.Dackel has researched? Imagine if he had EMP right there, he could have just locked down all those Devourer tanks, though I doubt he would have ever anticipated that situation there. Buggy's coming out, yeah, presumably for the disintegrators. And Unleashed, he's coming in with the dev tanks here, charging up once again. And d.Dackel, how is he going to hold this off? He needs to go for an avatar, I reckon, right now. These harvesters will be revealed in the refinery, and this can get taken out straight away. Avatar comes out, and Unleashed, meanwhile, he isn't going for any more harvesters right now, so d.Dackel's looking pretty good in this game at the moment. He probably wouldn't want to engage with that stealth tank there, or it will get destroyed. And he made that work somehow. d.Dackel is still in this game. Looks like Unleashed also wasted another $1,500 on the reconstruction drone support power. d.Dackel probably going for another harvester, deciding to still keep his operation center around. Maybe he's would likely send a flame tank around the side. Unleashed isn't Traveler, so he's not going to have cultists to deal with those flame tanks, so perhaps one around the side would be good, especially with these disintegrators coming out here. Flame tanks would be a much better option compared to the buggies. So yeah, the flame tanks the stealth tanks coming in here once again, but Unleashed is ready for it this time. He's sold one of his refineries, looks like, for that money that he needed for his harvester. And d.Dackel, he can go back for an MCV, by the way, because he's not really all in as Unleashed would be if Unleashed sells his drone platform, because Unleashed needs obviously a gravity stabilizer to rebuild that. But yeah, Unleashed getting his harvester back out, and a harvester here misrallied for d.Dackel. That is really bad, actually. Imagine if d.Dackel didn't do that. That is going to be d.Dackel's Harvester going down. It just reminded me of Inca Open just then when I, in my first game, sent a d.Dackel to Technique Space. That was how I lost that first game in that tournament grand final. Stealth Tank does rank up, surprisingly, after killing Disintegrators. And Unleashed here going to make a comeback, only due to the fact that d.Dackel wasted his Harvester. But yeah, he's still got this Mammoth Tank right now. d.Dackel really needs to micro this Stealth Tank to his heart's content. I mean, he needs to get it to Heroic right now because of that mistake that he done with his miss rally. It's easily done though. I'm surprised he didn't notice it. Then again, I guess he was controlling these Stealth Tanks, and he needs to watch because those Disintegrators do reveal infantry when close up. And there's not much else to focus on this map right now, just one Stealth Tank. Unleashed can see the trees moving down, so he can probably guess where that Stealth Tank is. They also can be heard, by the way. But yeah, once this Seeker comes into range of this, he's going to be taking it out. Unleashed, he's still going Dev Tanks. It's a low eco game, this. And more avatars coming out for d.Dackel. He's continuing to build those out. He may want to fix that rally point that he misrallied his Harvester earlier. Surprised he hasn't done that already. Where are those Stealth Tanks? They're going to shoot over the refinery because the GDI and Scrin ones, you can do that. And he needs to watch the yeah, that's bad. Stealth Tanks, when they get into low HP, they do lose their stay capability. This refinery is actually really damaged, so if he gets something around the side there and takes it out, he's going to be in a good shape. And this avatar here over to the middle of the map. Maybe he deliberately ordered that there, but yeah, Stealth Tanks for d.Dackel, Devour Tanks and Ascents for Unleashed. And Unleashed, he's only got one Harvester, so yeah, looks like Unleashed was well informed of that there. But I don't think Unleashed can move into d.Dackel's base because d.Dackel has a handful of avatars. And this Stealth Tank, he doesn't want to donate it. He can probably guess that it's there because it's moving. The trees are getting shot down. And these Dev Tanks getting donated right now. I think Unleashed is dead in this game. He only has one Harvester to d.Dackel's 2 Harvesters at the moment. And d.Dackel has 4 avatars. So I reckon if d.Dackel pushes right now, he wins the game. But he's going to go back to base, get some repairs, and then probably move out again. This is a really interesting strategy. I wonder if it would work today. Probably wouldn't, but I guess the element of surprise may make it work. I played Blank in 2013 a lot, and I was Traveler 59 mostly then, and he used to go for a 1 refinery fast tech Stealth Tanks versus me because I went for the Mechapede. So maybe it is a good strategy overall, after all. But yeah, d.Dackel needs to not waste these Stealth Tanks. They only absorb 3 shots of those Devourer Tanks, though. This one with its Veteran C probably will sustain the second shot without going into heavy damage mode. So yeah, Stealth Tanks coming down here. Unleashed, he has deployed his drone ship, so that's not going to get taken out by the Stealth Tanks. And he can probably take some free shots on this right now. He needs to watch that he doesn't splash down his own Stealth Tank. Avatar's moving across the map right now. I think Unleashed may be forced to go for another portal to make some Disintegrators. He's got a Foundry down, so yeah, he needs to move these Stealth Tanks. Yeah, d.Dackel doing good there. He's still continuing to make avatars. If I were him, I'd probably just go for something to counter the Disintegrators at this point, because you need to think in Unleashed shoes. Unleashed knows that you have mass avatar, so he's obviously going to be going for Disintegrators here. So what is he going to do though? He can't go Dev Tanks versus this, and oh my god, this is suicidal if he chooses to engage there. There's even a Seeker there as well, so he's in trouble. And oh my god, this drone ship picks up and it's going to get taken out. He's not, for some reason, unloading all of his rockets onto this MCV, and he will destroy it. So Unleashed hasn't lost his build though, because he still has a Foundry at his base. 2 Harvesters here. He's going to exhaust his Tiberium field very soon, but yeah, d.Dackel, he has this Stealth Tank, and it's imminently going to go Heroic as well, and that's going to go down. The Avatar army in the middle of the map at the moment. And how the hell is Unleashed going to pull a win off here? Is he going to pull something out of his hat like he did last time versus Vodi? I have no idea. But yeah, d.Dackel completely out-microed Unleashed in this game, if I'm honest. He played excellently, besides that one mistake where he sent his Harvester to Unleashed base. He really microed these Stealth Tanks well, and he's just massing up an army in the middle of the map, and I don't think Unleashed is going to be able to stop it. He doesn't have tech, But yeah, if he loses these stealth tanks for no reason at all, he's in trouble. Tech Center does come down for Unleashed, but I don't see d.Dackel ever losing these stealth tanks. He's just so good with the micro. But yeah, I mean, one little mistake and of course those will go down. He's playing with fire here. He probably should go back to base with these stealth tanks. Maybe he should have taken out this spike long ago. That elite stank is going to do so much damage. But yeah, you need to get out of there, d.Dackel. d.Dackel, get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, God. He's taking damage here. That damage is quite a lot. Again, he should go back to base because the moment this goes into low damage mode, they're going to get picked off. He's going to get picked off easily. Tech is done for Unleashed. He did lose his Warp Spear and he doesn't want to go near that Photon Cannon d.Dackel, otherwise you will be revealed and detected. And he's just microing so well here. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. You don't see this play style nowadays. Players don't have the courage to really do it. Well, they can't because they don't have the micro. d.Dackel, you should probably just move in here with all this army. I'm not sure why he's not doing that now. d.Dackel, he's still going for those avatars. And yeah, Unleashed, he's got a stasis chamber and he's going for a portal right now. He doesn't have any eco either. I mean, I guess the only thing he can do is go for a mastermind in this game. But he's going to be spotted straight away. I mean, there's no way that he's going to win this game with a mastermind. I just don't see it happening. But if he can somehow just take this war factory and then maybe plant some engineers into the base, he has a chance. He's getting a commando out right now, but they're going to get chased down by the buggies. Nevertheless, it was a really good game because I really enjoyed seeing the micro from the stealth tanks and a very unorthodox build as well from both sides. And this project will get taken out, or mastermind. He's chasing it down. And I think Unleash is going to throw in the tower right now. He is not going to win this game anymore. I thought for a moment that he was going to win, but those avatars proved to be far too effective. And d.Dackel's going to come through with a win there in fashion, in style as well. I was surprised at how much damage he was able to do with those stealth tanks, kiting those Seekers for days. He lost maybe one or two in the start, but the one that he got to elite and almost heroic, he just microed amazingly well, and you don't see strategies like that anymore, and it was very fun to watch. Different look on to the game. The balance was also different as well, because in that version eco was a bit more cutthroat. If you lost a harvester, then it was way more damaging compared to nowadays. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that cast. I thought that was a really good game actually, and highlighted of course the micro of d.Dackel. He used to be one of the best players in the game. He was a GDI player, but that game he seemed to knew his stuff as well with GDI or NOD. He had a plan, and it worked terrifically in that game for him. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that game. This is Master Leaf. Peace out.